Hi, hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss problems in exercise 3.1 in the chapter The Elements of Geometry of class 9th Mathematics. Let us start the video. First question is, answer the following. In that first one is, how many dimensions a solid has? A solid has length, breadth and height. Means the solid contains 3 dimensions. Coming to the next question. How many books are there in Euclid's Elements? This is quite straightforward question. The answer is 13. 13 books. The Elements contains 13 books. Coming to the third question. Write the number of faces of a cube and cuboid. What is the mean by face? Face is nothing but the surface. A cube and a cuboid contains 6 faces. Cube and cuboid contains 6 faces. Next one is, what is sum of interior angles of a triangle? Let us draw a triangle. The sum of interior angles of a triangle, sum of these 3 angles is 180 degrees. So the answer is 180 degrees. And last one, write 3 undefined terms of geometry, the terms which we can't define in geometry. We have to write only 3. One is point, line, plane. These are the 3 undefined terms in the geometry. Let us come to the second question. That is, state whether the following statements are true or false. Also give reasons for your answer. First statement is, only one line can pass through a given point. Is it true or false? It is false. Why it is false? Because through a given point, we can draw infinite lines. We can draw infinite lines. Hence, the given statement is false. Next statement, all right angles are equal. Is it true or false? It is true. According to the postulate 4, all right angles are equal. Coming to the next one, circles with the same radii are equal. Is this statement true or false? It is true. If you will take radius equal, then we will get equal circles. Hence, the given statement is true. I am taking R1 as 2 centimeters, R2 as 2 centimeters. Here radius is equal. And now I want to draw a circle with the radius as 2 centimeters. Then we will get one circle like this. If you will draw another circle with the same radius, that is 2 centimeters, then again you will get a circle. Means these two are equal. This contains 2 centimeters as radius. This circle has radius as 2 centimeters. Hence the given statement is true. Coming to the fourth one. A line segment can be extended on its both sides endlessly to get a straight line. Is it true or false? It is also true. According to the Euclid's postulate 2, this statement is true. And the last one, from the figure, AB is greater than AC. AB is greater than AC. AB, which means that this total length, and AC is only this much. Is it true or false? It is true only. Because AB means from A to B, and here AC is part of AB. AC is part of AB. That is the reason the given statement is true. And the third question is, in the figure given below, show that length AH is greater than AB plus BC plus CD. Solution. AH is greater than AB plus BC plus CD. So we have to add AB, BC and CD. So AB means up to here. And BC means from here to here, and CD from here to here, means the total length from A to D. But here AH, which means that the length from A to H. A to H. This is the total length, and AB, BC, CD are parts of this total length. And whole is always greater than its parts. Whole is always greater than its parts. Means AH is greater than AB as well as AH is greater than BC as well as AH is greater than CD, and AH is greater than AC also. AH is also greater than AD. AH is also greater than AD, because AD is the part of total length AH. So now we can write this AD as AH is greater than, we can write AD as AB plus BC plus CD. AB plus BC plus CD. Next question is, if a point Q lies between 2 points P and R such that PQ equals to QR, prove that PQ is equals to half of PR. Solution. Let us draw the diagram for the given question. I am taking point P and point R, and point Q lies between P and R such that the distance from P to Q is equals to the distance from Q to R. Now I am taking the total part to PR. PR can be expressed as PQ plus QR. PQ plus QR. But from the question, PQ is equals to QR. In the place of QR, we can write PQ. So PR is equals to PQ plus PQ. And now PR is equals to PQ plus PQ will become 2PQ. But we need only PQ value. So send this to left hand side. And here 2 is multiplying, means when it comes to left hand side it becomes division. So 1 by 2. 1 by 2 PR is equals to PQ. We can express this statement as PQ is equals to 1 by 2 PR. This is the required proof. Coming to the next problem. Draw an equilateral triangle whose sides are 5.2 centimeters each. We have to draw an equilateral triangle. What is an equilateral triangle? A triangle which have 3 equal sides is called an equilateral triangle. We have to, here side of the equilateral triangle is 5.2 centimeters. So let us draw the rough diagram of the equilateral triangle ABC, and length of each side is 5.2 centimeters. 5.2 centimeters, and the length of AB is also 5.2 centimeters. So first of all, we have to draw BC with the length 5.2 centimeters. We have to measure 5.2 centimeters and we have to draw a line segment. We have to draw a line segment BC with the length 5.2 centimeters. Now we have to measure 5.2 centimeters and we have to consider that 5.2 centimeters as radius, and now B as center. With 5.2 centimeters as radius, we have to draw one arc. B as center, and 5.2 centimeters as radius, we have to draw one arc. And with the same radius and C as center, we have to intersect the first arc. Then we will get a point. Point of intersection of these two arcs is A. We have to join AB and AC. The length of AC is 5.2 centimeters and the length of AB is 5.2 centimeters. This is the equilateral triangle. Here is an important question. What is a conjecture? Give an example for it. What is a conjecture? The statements which are neither proved nor disproved are called conjectures. The statements which are neither proved nor disproved are called conjectures. We have to give an example for it. Every even number which are greater than 4. Every even number which are greater than 4 can be written as sum of 2 primes. Sum of 2 primes. This statement was given by Goldbach. This is a conjecture. Every even number which is greater than 4 can be written as sum of 2 primes. This statement is given by Goldbach. We can't prove this statement and we cannot disprove this statement. These type of statements are called conjectures. Let us consider one example for this one. Even numbers which are greater than 4. I am taking 8. We have to express this as sum of 2 primes. Sum of 2 prime numbers. 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. Here 5 and 3 are 2 prime numbers. Let us consider another example. 6. 6 can be expressed as 3 plus 3 which is equals to 6. Here 3. These are the prime numbers. Here 3 is a prime number. 3 is also a prime number. If you want to consider one more number, you can consider 10. 10 can be expressed as 5 plus 5 is equals to 10. Like this, how many numbers you want to write, you can write. But finally, we can't prove this statement is true. And we can't disprove that this statement is false. The statements which we can't prove or we can't disprove are called conjectures. Another problem from this exercise. Mark 2 points P and Q. Draw a line through P and Q. Now how many lines are parallel to PQ? Can you draw? Solution. We have to mark 2 points P and Q. Let us mark 2 points P and Q. Now we have to draw a line through PQ. I am drawing one line through these 2 points. Now, how many lines are parallel to PQ? Can you tell how many lines we can draw to the line PQ which are parallel? So, I am drawing a line which is parallel to PQ. One more line, another line, another line. How many we can draw like this? We can't able to draw number of lines which are parallel to PQ. Means infinite. There are infinite parallel lines to the line PQ. Coming to the next question. In the adjacent figure, a line A falls on lines L and M such that the sum of the interior angles 1 and 2 is less than 180 degrees. Then what can you say about lines L and M? Here L comma M. These are 2 lines and N is falling on the 2 lines L and M, and angle 1 and angle 2 are 2 interior angles. Sum of the 2 interior angles from the question. Sum of the 2 interior angles, angle 1 plus angle 2 is less than 180 degrees. Less than 180 degrees. According to Euclid's postulate phi. Euclid's postulate phi. If a line fall on the 2 straight lines and sum of the 2 interior angles is less than 2 right angles or less than 180 degrees, then the 2 lines, if we extend, the 2 lines will meet each other at an infinite distance. These 2 lines will meet each other at an infinite distance, in which side is sum of the interior angles is less than 180 degrees. Means here angle 1 and angle 2 are right side to the line N. which means that if we extend line L and line M, then these two lines will intersect right side to the line N like this. So if we extend line L and line M, then these two will intersect like this, right side to the line N. This is angle 2 and this is angle 1. After extending these two lines, these two will meet at an infinite distance. To understand for you people, I am intersecting these two lines at a point. So these two lines are intersecting right side to the line N, means the interior angle, sum of the two interior angles is less than 180 degrees. Which side is that side the two lines will intersect. And the next question is, in the adjacent figure, if angle 1 equals to angle 3, angle 2 equals to angle 4 and angle 3 equals to angle 4, write the relation between angle 1 and angle 2 using an Euclid's postulate. Solution. And in the question, angle 1 is equals to angle 3 is given, and angle 2 is equals to angle 4 is given, and angle 3 is equals to angle 4 is given. Now we have to find out the relation in between angle 1 and angle 2. Things which are equal to same things are equal. Here angle 3 is equals to angle 1 and here angle 3 is equals to angle 4. From this we can equate angle 1 to angle 4. So angle 1 is equals to angle 4. And coming to this statement, angle 2 is equals to angle 4 and angle 1 is equals to angle 4. Again the same statement we have to approach. Things which are equal to same things are equal to one another. Here angle 4 is equals to angle 2 and angle 4 is equals to angle 1, which means that angle 1 is equals to angle 2. The relation between angle 1 and angle 2 is equal. And the final question from this exercise, in the adjacent figure, we have Bx is equals to 1 by 2 AB, By equals to 1 by 2 BC and AB equals to BC. Show that Bx is equals to By. Solution. And the given data is Bx is equals to 1 by 2 AB, By is equals to 1 by 2 BC and AB is equals to BC. I am taking this statement, Bx is equals to 1 by 2 AB, but AB is equals to BC. So Bx is equals to 1 by 2, in the place of AB we have to write BC, 1 by 2 BC. Bx is equals to 1 by 2 BC and By is equals to 1 by 2 BC. From this we can write that Bx is equals to By. This is the required proof.